Good evening guys and welcome to tonight's video. Tonight I'm going to share with you a quick tip on how to sort of tweak your exercises to get more out of them and how they can make you look better and feel stronger, okay? It's going to mainly be about tempo of exercises, okay? And it also goes hand in hand with sort of feeling the muscle versus moving the weight, okay? Now, feeling the muscle is more as it sounds. You're doing an exercise to target a specific muscle, and during that exercise you want to feel that specific muscle working, okay? Now, moving the weight is quite the opposite. You're not really too worried about feeling the muscles working. You just want to get that weight from A to B, okay? So in simple terms, feeling the muscle is more building muscle and sort of aesthetics type work, whereas moving the weight is more strength type work. I mean, they do overlap, but it's an easier way of looking at it, okay? Now, we're going to focus more on feeling the muscle work, okay? Because this is the type of work that is going to build muscle, burn fat, and make you look toned, basically, okay? So let's talk about tempo of exercise. Now, in order to do this, I want to just describe that there's two phases basically of an exercise, okay? You have concentric and eccentric. Okay, the concentric, an easy way to describe it is that's the hard part of the exercise. Okay, so in a squat, it'll be when you're standing up. In a deadlift, it'll be when you stand up. In a bench press, it'll be when you push the weight up, okay? And the eccentric is the easier part of the exercise, okay? The reason the eccentric is easier is because we are stronger eccentrically than we are concentrically, okay? And it's because of this that people tend to focus on the concentric part, okay? Because that's the part that is harder. So because it feels harder, we feel we get more out of that, and so we focus on that. And people actually negate the eccentric part of the exercise because they feel because that feels easier, we don't need to focus on that, okay? But you do, okay? If you want to get more out of your exercises, you need to focus and even accentuate the eccentric part of the exercise, or the easy part. So in a squat, it'll be when you're lowering down, okay? If you were going to do a bench press, it'll be when you are coming down, okay? It's the part of the exercise that feels easier. Because we are stronger in that phase of the exercise, by sort of accentuating that, we can actually get more out of the exercise, okay? And that will obviously help us to build more muscle and burn more fat, okay? Now, there are obviously a lot of culprits for focus on focus on the concentric and negating the eccentric. I will say it is mostly us males, especially, loading the bar up twice as heavy than what we need to, swinging it back and forth. The easiest, obviously, the best example is the bicep curl, throwing the weight up and down, throwing it up with a whole body, okay? Now, if we want to get more out of the exercise, and I'm talking more in aesthetics terms, so we want to look better, you're much better off dropping the weight and slowing it down, okay? I mean, that's a huge ego hit to a lot of us males, but trust me, it's something that strength coaches have known for years, but now there's also scientific evidence to back this up, okay? There was a study done previously, early on this year, that it basically had two exercises, and the concentric, so the hard part, was the same length, so it was 1 second up, okay? But they did two different ones. They had 4 seconds on the way down and versus 1 second, okay? So, for example, if you were doing a bicep curl, I'm going to try and show it on this video, as you come down, the concentric for 4 seconds will be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Whereas the 1 second will just be a 1 straight down, okay? And the longer eccentric actually increased both strength and size more than the shorter eccentric, okay? So 4 seconds coming down increased strength more and size more, than the 1 second, okay? So what can we take from this? In aesthetics terms, that means if we want to look better, then we need to slow our exercises down, okay? We need to spend more time under tension and drop the weight and slow the exercise down, okay? I know, like I said before, it's a big ego hit, but it works, okay? Like I say, it's what strength coaches have known for years, and now there's scientific evidence to back it up, okay? And then also size. I mean, strength. You know, we always assume as well, just like we said before, moving the weight A to B, get it there as fast as possible. But if you look at powerlifters, I do a lot of reading on powerlifters, so I like my strength work as well. And if you watch them guys, they come down ridiculously slow. Okay, and now again, there's that scientific evidence to back it up. So, what does this mean? Well, it means that a lot of people need to go back to the drawing boards and change pretty much everything that they do. So if we want to get stronger and if we want to look better, then the bottom line is we need to slow our exercises down. Okay, you want to look at coming down nice and slow and coming up a bit slower, but not too slow. Okay, but more importantly, slowing it down on the easy part of the exercise. Okay, so that's my video for tonight. Hopefully you got some value from that. If you did, please feel free to like, comment and share. So your tip for today: slow your exercises down, look better and get stronger. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice evening.